Hello, you are welcome, my friends. I was watching a TV show today morning, and these ladies were on TV. It was a TV show in a neighboring country, and I was so happy to hear that discussion because I've had it around churches, I've had it on radios over here in Uganda, and it really amazes me. Many women, actually it's about women. This was a panel of 5 women on this TV show, and we're talking about men don't want, to approach them. Some say that some men are not confident. It's not about confidence, my friend. I felt like I need to talk to them, but I didn't have a way to talk to them because it was just on the TV, and I didn't waste my time to look for the phone number so that I can call the studios. However, there was no chance, I think, of calling because we were just talking. It was not an open program to call in. So many women keep on thinking that it's confidence. Actually, women around 40 years plus are confident. That's true. But it's not about confidence. And this woman was saying that she's confident. So some men look at her and approach her. That so many men are vibing her. But I waited to hear whether she's married. She's not married, but it's true. Men approach her. It's possible men to approach you, but they don't want to take you home because you are a sex material, not a marriage material. You never think about that. Women never think about that. Never. Gone are the days. By the time I got married, so many of us were not so steady to know the things. But right now, most men know the things. So they don't just rush in. They can't just take you home. They don't take. Actually, many women admire to all dream to be married. Sorry, to be wedded. But they don't have plans for marriage. So it's all about them. And that's where the problems arise from. So we should step up. Men have stepped up. That's why you see, you are complaining. Back in the days, still they had stepped up. But a few had the knowledge that we have today. Things have changed. That word is called solipsism. It's more of me. Solipsism. Me. It's about them. It's about them. So when you take out a girl, you realize you speak for some hours, she'll sleep, and then she talks about me. They all think about themselves. Actually, also one time I had some women say that men are no longer romantic. Even on pulpits, you hear guys say, these guys on the pulpit say, hey men, be romantic. What? Men have left those things. Because it's all about, you realize even society has tricked men to think that it's all about women. When you look at romance, it's about women. They contribute none in being romantic. It's you who wants this romance things more of men. Men are the ones, more of worshipping the women's body. Actually, someone told me that in Greek long time, being romantic, it was like a sickness. They considered it as a disease. And maybe they may be true. Because we've seen nothing much comes out of it. In most cases. So we have to know. We have to learn. things are changing. But as long as you don't want to change women, you're going to go on complaining on such things. Because most of the time, women think about the biggest value when you talk to these young girls is sex. They think the biggest thing they contribute in a relationship, it's sex. So men know where to get sex. That's why they'll approach her, they'll flirt with her, and go down with her, and after leave her. And then she'll keep on saying, hey, you know, there's one guy that this lady mentioned on this TV show. A guy is called Jeff Bezos. You know, this Jeff Bezos got to married a lady who was over 40. So you find out that women take one example. That's, you know, in the whole world, billions of women. Only that one woman got a chance to this guy. And they forget. So, my friends, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Like. Hit the notification bell. Comment if you can. And we have properties for sale in Jinja, Wakiso, and PG, and Kamoli. We have local chicken with very nutritious eggs also for sale. We have bottles, we have t-shirts, we have capes, and we have webinars every month. Around 20th, we are going to have a webinar up to 22nd. It will be question and answers. The last day, we learn, we polish each other. It's of a fee. Early bird tickets go for 10K. After 15th, tickets go to 15K. So, you know, feel free to book a session if you want. And if you have any questions, also feel free to send in. My Instagram, I use the same names in Instagram. Actually, I prefer to send me audios. In audios, I have time to listen to them than, you know, reading. And also, we have a mentorship group. We have actually the different groups. When you send the message, we shall know where to put you in. That's it. So back to our topic. Relationships are different from sex. But women think, actually there are two zones women put women in. There's a sex zone and relationship zone. That's why you see, oh, you look hot, but you speak crap, a man will leave you. Actually, I've found out that many men, some are having side chicks, but you realize it's all about sex. Why don't you think that these men take the side chicks at home? No, they don't. Because they know that side is just sex. These girls have become so professional in sex. That's why you see they put on the makeups, they will do this, you know, try. I think when you have a product and no one is buying it, you don't ask other products that, why is this product not, you know, getting off the shelves? You can't. You can't ask the other products. You have to ask the buyers. The biggest challenge women do, don't ask us as men. We are the buyers. We are your target. We are your target. But you find they ask fellow women, they talk crap, what. And that's why they're not getting results. Because they're asking the wrong person. They ask themselves. We are the praise. We are the ones you want. We are the ones to marry you. It is not fellow women. It's not TikTok. So they end up going on TikTok, posting, doing what? That's not working. We are the praise. So I think when you have a product, you've given it the right colors, you've given it the right branding and what. So you have to ask the consumer, what's wrong? So these women are having having men around them, they're sleeping with them, and they're not asking them, why can't you marry me? The reason why they're not marrying you, because you're nonsense. You're not doing well. So if you're watching this video today, take this video and learn something from it. It's not about the makeup you put on. It's not about, the sexy dressing. Actually, you've become so professional in sex. You realize you're in a taxi, on the, in the malls, you see these women moving, smearing, cooking oil on that, boobs, doing what? But they're not at home. They're not at home. Why? We know what we want. It's not about those things you think about. It's not about sex. It's about relationship. Women lack relationship skills. These days, relationship skills have gone down. I think that's what these, preachers should speak about on the pulpit, on what. You should tell people about relationship skills. Most women, is all about them. All they think is them. Them. So life is not going to be cool, easier for you. We have moved away from that. These days, men are sharp. I talk to many women and many men. Actually, one funny thing that some men have done, and there's some funny thing that some men have lost, and women enjoy. Once you marry them, once you marry a woman, they always try to make you think that you're not worthy. Men who stop talking to women, stranger women, always have a problem. And men, you should not do that. I'm not telling you to go and sleep around with women, but always talk to women. Show these women that you are valuable. I remember one time, I posted some pictures. I was with a friend of mine, a lady, and we were out. At that time, my wife had gone, but my friend, the thing made funny stories around. My wife, who was my ex at that time, went on, sending messages and, taking screenshots because I was talking to a woman. I was out with the woman. She had gone. So I was free to move around with my, my girlfriends. So it doesn't mean that because I'm married, I have lost my, my skills. I'm a man. So we should learn relationship skills. When you hear someone talking about me, it's a sign to show you that there's nothing big. You should run. It's one of the things that will make someone run. A wise man will run away. Once you hear a woman saying, hey, me, hey, my, run away. Actually, they expect you to make hours, and they make 9. One time I had the challenge here with my wife. She mentioned that word. It's my money. I was like, okay. So life is different. Relationship is different from sexual relationship. That's why this woman was around for all those years. 40 years, man. She has lived a half of her years. Because research shows women, at times they live up to 80, 81. So she has lived for 40 years, learning nothing. I wish you can follow this video. She has learned nothing. 40 years of nothing. So you can't just get such a person and you bring them at your home to have nothing. There's a gentleman I had This gentleman married. After 6 months, things were tight. This guy was in the US, but he's a Ugandan. 6 months down the road, he's a doctor. Down the road, things were really bad. So they had to separate. They had to divorce. And there the law is, it's funny. So when they left, when they separated, actually they divorced. So the woman was a gold digger. So they had to split stuff. So unless, I believe this woman came in this guy's life targeting possessions, it was not love. So when men hear such things, they pull up and they get wiser, and they'll be, they'll just take you in that zone, sex zone only. They'll never bring you to their home because you don't have relationship skills. A man wants to be with someone who will contribute, develop a home, grow together, have children. But at 40, just 10 years to menopause, before the Bermuda Triangle will be dry. There will be no source of water. They will dry up. Mood swings. That means no kids. In these 10 years, you have to give birth faster, which is hard. Most 40-year-plus women don't want to give birth. First of all, they will fear. They will think they're going to die. And, their love for kids has gone. They're old. Before you know, the body will be falling apart. Creepy body. Such things. And it's not that these women have not had guys around. They've had many. But they keep on thinking that, another better one will come. More richer. We ask what do they have? It's their, their value is sex. Sex. Happy. That's not the way. So they end up missing. Because guys were around, but because she kept on thinking of another dawn, another, better guy is coming than this one. Guys are there who see these ladies, but these ladies don't like them. They're believing for another, billionaire. So such women, I feel who will get these guys, but the biggest number will go unmarried. So we can't. You remember the story of the foolish virgins in the Bible? I think also they were talking about this. It's the same. At the last hour, that's when they want to get in. And when they get in, chances of not giving birth are high. In case they give birth, they'll give to 1, 2. It's very hard for a woman to give birth to 4 kids in 10 years. It's hard. So that's how life is. We have to learn. My sisters, learn. Let this video be a lesson. I don't just come here to criticize or to make fun out of, just to teach. So, that's it. Let me know your feedback. And guys, what do you have to talk about this? I remain your friend, Dr. Yazama Damas. Have a blessed day. See you in the next one.